Time is now 5:35 a.m. I had a busy night. I've got $370 on. Yeah, I would have liked to have longer breaks and more of them. Much of the time, as soon as I dropped somebody off, I was chasing somebody else who was far away. That's what happens when you don't have a lot of cars on the road. You don't have a lot of taxis working. Easter Sunday. So now it's Monday morning. And I've still going. My shift ends in about 25 minutes, but if I don't get another call, that'll be fine. Like I said, I've done well enough tonight. I should go to the bank and deposit some money. Yeah, I did well. I would have liked to watch more videos and taken more breaks, though. But I said that already, didn't I? I'm getting redundant, so I'll be back tomorrow. This Monday night was the end of the Easter long weekend. It was the Easter Monday. And it was busy for the first half, well, until about 11. And in that I was running around, sometimes going long distances to take fares that weren't going very far or making a lot of money. So I worked hard before 11, and between 11 and 12 there was no business. I just sat there, and I even went to sleep. Then later on, between midnight and 2, or between midnight and 1:30, something like that, I ended up by 2 o'clock having 200 on. So that was all right. And from 2 o'clock till now, which is 5:50, I got up to $240. So $40 the last 4 hours. So it was basically do a short trip, go to sleep for an hour, do another short trip, go to sleep for an hour, repeat. So here I am with 240. Considering that it was a relatively slow night, on average, in total, it was not so bad. That was it for the Easter Monday. I'm not complaining, it's all good. The rest of the week might be a little slow because we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because the Sunday night was just busy, really busy. It ended up being a $400 night because I did have a couple more fares after the last segment that I shot before this one. One nice thing about tonight, there was no traffic. There was no traffic anywhere. Even now in the morning commute, there doesn't seem to be that much traffic going into town. It's not solid bumper to bumper like usual. So that's the way it is. The morning of the 6th of April. 3 more to go this week. This particular, what is it? This particular night was a Tuesday night, and it was quiet. A quiet Tuesday night. I did a grand total of about 225, and that's only because I had a couple of fares that were pretty long. Oh, fuck, shut up. Can you tell I got a mask beard? Yeah, every time the passenger gets in, I gotta put a mask on, so it puts a contour on my beard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it was not a special night. It was just quiet. And I did a fair amount of sleeping. I think I slept most of the morning. The week is halfway through. I've got my lease in Interax already. So all the money I make tomorrow night and the night after that will go in my pocket, with the exception of what it costs me to fuel and wash the car. So let's say less than $20 a day from those 2 days will not go in my pocket. The rest of it is in my pocket. So that's good. I hope to have my rent for the whole month ready by the end of this week. And I'm talking about the rent for the place I live in. And the date is only the, 7th or something like that now? That's good. What else is there to say? Right now I'm just heading to the bank. I'm going to deposit a bit of money. And then I'm going to fuel, and then I'm going to go home. The time is now 6:17, only because I took a last fare at just before 6. And the son of a bitch had a dog. I don't like dogs. They make me sneeze. The time is now 5:54 on Thursday morning. It's the end of my shift. I think I made about $15 for myself tonight. I have a grand total of, what is it? 108 I had before this fare. 123. And my lease is $100. And the fuel will be between $10 and $15. So it was slow to begin with. And I cleared from a trip at 11:17. After clearing at 11:17, my next call was at 4 in the morning. So I went more than 4.5 hours without a trip. And I didn't have any long trips. I think the biggest one was, $13 or so. And that was the longest one. Usually I can save the night with a couple of longer ones, $30, $40 fares, something like that. But not this time. This time it just dragged on and dragged on and dragged on. And so I'm going home with little or nothing to show for all the hours I spent out here. One more night to go. I'll be back and talk to you tomorrow. Well, we're at the airport. Time is now 4:57 on a Friday morning. It hasn't been exactly stellar. I've got 195 or so on, so just under 200. This was not a full airport run. The night started slow. I waited 2 hours for my first call. After I got that call, I had 2 or 3 in a row real quickly. But what is going on here? Oh, somebody's trying to message me on the phone or something. That's what that ding was, if you heard it. I'll check with that later. Right now I'm shooting a video. So I went, it took me until about 1 o'clock to get my lease on. Then the morning was slow. It took me till 4 o'clock to get a call that went out to the Western Communities. And then I was heading back in from the Western Communities. I got sent to the peninsula here to the north. So I went from the west end to the north and going through almost the middle. And the run to the airport was only a short one. It was $18. It wasn't even a 10-minute drive. So I did some chasing around to get this one. But I don't think anyone else was around, so yeah, they gave it to me. So I did it. And now these people are going back to Windsor, Ontario. A young couple who was out here for 3 months at her family's place. And they stayed at the hotel not far from the airport, or relatively not far. And they're taking a plane to Vancouver, waiting about an hour, then taking a plane to Toronto and waiting about 3 hours, and then flying to Windsor, Ontario. Yeah, and I don't know. Focus, why don't you? Focus! Doesn't want to focus. Here, that's better. Anyway, my night might be over. I might get another short trip or two. I hope yours is better than mine.